Welcome back. All right, so jersey countdown time. We're going from 460 through 451, and this time out, I did not have any trouble finding these jerseys. This was a much quicker 10 jerseys to pick. The t-shirt I picked is Ministry. I don't know. I don't think I've worn the Ministry shirt during this countdown. I've still got some Slipknot shirts I haven't worn. I definitely have more Rammstein shirts I haven't worn, so I'm not needing to duplicate or to go to a duplicate t-shirt at all at this point. So the t-shirt portion of the countdown continues to be a reason to tune in, right? All right, number 460. The Toronto Maple Leafs. This, of course, being a Reebok. Why a captaincy? Because this is a Dion Phaneuf. So, you know, in the era when captains of the Toronto Maple Leafs didn't receive a bunch of criticism. So, that's not a thing. But at any rate, it goes all the way back to Rob Ramage and before that even. So, yeah, the Toronto Maple Leafs, nice jersey. Not bad. I much prefer the one they have now. I much prefer the logo they have now. So, this one ends up further down on the countdown as a result. Number 459. This was a controversial one. Before the first reverse retro, I said that a Columbus red jersey would probably happen. I don't mind this. And I know there's a lot of Blue Jacket fans that thought it was wrong. We'll get to the Blues reverse retro too, which was red, that people didn't like. You haven't seen that one on the countdown yet. The one weird part is it's 2000 and yet it has the cannon on the shoulder. Why didn't they put Stinger on the shoulder as it was originally? I think that would have been nicer. I'm not sure why they won't put Stinger on a shoulder anymore. I do find that odd. I think there was a chance with the stadium jersey too to do something fun there with Stinger, and they didn't do that there either. All right, 458. And at 458, it is the Utica. I was going to say Utah, and I caught myself. Utica Comets, the white one. And this is, of course, when they were a Canucks farm team. I absolutely love the Utica Comets logo. I think it is fantastic. I have been a big fan of this. And as nice as this looks in these colors, it does look better in the New Jersey colors. It does. Absolutely does. All right, 457. We're going to do another reverse retro. Keep in mind that with the reverse retros, I have, 63 of them. So, because Seattle didn't have one the first go-around, so I have 63. So there's going to be a lot of reverse retros in this countdown. Almost 10% of the countdown. So, the Edmonton Oilers went with an interesting thought on this one. Now, originally, the logo itself was supposed to have a background that was orange. I don't mind that they didn't do that, but would it have sold a little bit better if they did? Who knows? It's not bad. It is very, very similar to what they have worn before. They've got 79 on it here, of course, because that was their first year in the NHL, and that's the jersey this is supposed to harken back to. It's not bad, as a lot of them in this portion of the countdown tend to be. 456, a Buffalo Sabres jersey. So this is the dark blue, of course, before they changed to their almost original jerseys. I don't mind this one either. But I do much prefer the colors now, and I much prefer the way that the logo is done now, comparatively speaking to then. This is one that has a button on it. This also is a size 50, because the first year with the Adidas, if it was a size 46, the logos were notably smaller, and they kind of look like women's jerseys. They did fix that with the second year and going forward, but that first year, I had to go with size 50s, which... I swim in the size 50s in general, so I was very happy when we got 46s. But that shows that a lot of the Adidas jerseys I got that first year. All right, 455, and it's a Winter Classic. It is a Chicago Blackhawks Winter Classic, and it's got the Tomahawks there in red on the arm. And that's the distinguishing factor that I've used for this in my inventory, is that it's got the Tomahawks in red halfway down the arm. The logo, not chain stitched, because this is a Reebok Premier. I didn't have a Reebok Authentic of the Chicago Blackhawks. I still do not have one. And I'm not all that interested. For the price of them, nah, I'm good. But this is fantastic too. I don't mind this one at all. The problem being, of course, it is very similar. I remember when this was revealed as their Winter Classic, I was like, so not a lot of effort there. Not a lot changes. I understand, but still. 454. So we've had the red version of the Colorado Avalanche, and now we have the maroon version of the Colorado Avalanche jersey. Love this. This is a Joe Sakic. This has the 1996 Stanley Cup on there. Even though the year they won that Stanley Cup, they were wearing the more red jersey than this. Still, I feel like that's a good spot for that patch. I did order that patch myself. Patched up a bunch of jerseys. Well, my wife patched up a bunch of them. I ordered the patches. I stopped, though, because it felt like I had enough of them patched. And I've still got the 2025 Stanley Cup final patches. We'll have to get those affixed to Florida and Edmonton jerseys. I just haven't given her the Florida and Edmonton jerseys I want the patch on yet. But very nice jersey. Not too shabby. I do prefer their current jerseys. That's why you haven't seen them yet. All right, 453. The original Minnesota Wild, and of course this has the plunging neckline. It's a CCM. It's a lot of green. A lot of green, which definitely causes it to be a little further down. It's got that the sleeve done this way with the stripes down the sleeve, which was popular at the time. I've mentioned the California teams doing it, the difference being there's no shiny fabric here. I previously mentioned, too, the giant secondary logo on the shoulder, but the main logo is fantastic, and the colors are the same as what they have now, just no gold. The gold they took out of the jersey. All right, 452, and at the time this one came out, there were those who weren't all that happy that I liked it as much as I did, and I still do. One of the tragedies of losing the Arizona Coyotes is losing this jersey. I think this one's a nice one. I do like that they did something different. Very, very different. And for a word mark, that's not bad. I like the color. I like the lizards right here in the neckline. Even though you can't see them when you put the jersey on, it is, of course, a blank. And when the Arizona Coyotes moved, I tried to get a second of this. I couldn't find it anywhere. So, because I was like, I want to wear one of these for street hockey. It's just, if I wear the jerseys from here to play street hockey, especially the Adidas, there's a good chance that the logos may not hold up all that well. Something I learned with Seattle, and that's where I started wearing different jerseys for meetups than what I wear on the set, because the ones on the set should look really nice on camera. The ones I wear to meetups, it's fine. If they get beat up a little bit, they get beat up a little bit. All right, number 451, and wrapping up this portion of the countdown, Nashville. So the second Nashville that I've done in the last two videos. Yeah, this is only Nashville for this video, so I'm not picking on anybody. I don't mind it. I honestly, I will say with Nashville, when I talk about breaking up the color, and I'm talking about it with the gold one, you'll notice the gold one of this version has not shown up yet. So even though the piping is here from Reebok, because they love that, I don't mind this jersey at all. In fact, if you took the piping out, and if you just extended the yellow all the way across the shoulder, I think you have yourself a winning jersey. In fact, I think a little bit of blue would save both of their current jerseys from being as, I feel that way with the gold one. A little bit more blue would definitely help. I don't think we're going to see it. I think they're dedicated to making them as gold as possible. But there you go. Number 451, and this, of course, is a Shea Weber. I have Shea Weber in both the white and yellow version of this. In fact, the white version of this, it took me years to find. This one was one of those, not a grail jersey necessarily, but definitely one that took a lot of hunting to find. So there you go. We are done up to 451 as this countdown continues. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It's greatly appreciated. I will talk to you again soon.